Alright, welcome back everyone to A Programmer Plays Evoland. In our previous episode, we finished up the Viking tournament and got another fragment, and now we're working on getting our hands on a flying machine to give to the mad scientist. It probably is where we left it, over here on the pyramid. So, we're back in the future. We're here. We're gonna climb this pyramid, I guess, maybe. They just let us in. That's crazy. It is solid black, which actually solid black. I kind of suspect that the game crashed. Yeah, we can't go to the pause menu. 1 second. Alright, here we go again. Worked this time. I was really hoping that the back half of the 3D stuff was going to be more stable than the front half. But that's okay. Quite fascinating machine. I have to wonder who manufactured such a thing. Think we'll need it later on, Kuro? Yes. I agree. Gosh, does that mean that we could have just like grabbed it at the time? We got the prototype X01. Probably hasn't flown. Sometimes I wonder where you keep all this stuff. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it at all. Alright, so now we need to go back. I'm definitely hoping that once we talk to this guy, he'll be like, you want an airship? Because, ooh, running around the world's getting a little burnt out on it. Not burnt out. Burnt out's too strong a word. We've done it enough. You died. Look, it's not my fault the game crashed. It is a decade old, and Windows 11 is not that similar to whatever it was when the game came out. Windows Vista, I guess. Or 7? I don't know. At this point, I've completely lost track of where Windows versions are, since I spend pretty much all of my time in either Linux or Mac. I only play video games on Windows machines. Which I guess, in fairness, is a significant percentage of my on-computer time. I just know I have 11 now. I mean, that's probably, like, most people are just like, I don't know, it's this? Oh, it's you. You seem quite exuberant. Alright. We got this for you. I kinda hate that these are, like, it's organized like this. Ooh, a flying machine. A flying machine? A flying machine? A flying machine? Immediately hurting my voice. Where'd you come across that? Not important. Thank you. Thanks to you, my dream of outdoing my father will finally come to fruition. I'll be able to examine this prototype and build my very own flying machine. It will most certainly take many years, but it will. What is your name? Kuro. Well then, it's a promise, Kuro. My first flying machine prototype will belong to you. Let's get cracking. Alright, so... So we need the first time, so we need to get back to the future again, so run up here. Actually, hold that thought. We haven't been in here in this time period in a while. Everyone's freaking out. The music does not super match the actual mood here. If we die, at least we'll die together. What a beautiful thing to say, my love. This guy's totally nonplussed. Oh, did you come for the great tournament of the Colosseum? Yes? Really? You want to fight the dreaded pirates? Go on, but be careful. Alright, we're in. Welcome to the great tournament at the Colosseum. Today you'll witness to an extraordinary fight. One side, the fierce Trial and Moon, Pirates of the Bay. And on the other, a mighty warrior with strange powers, alone against the Horde, the legendary Super Mario. And without further ado, the fight is started. Alright, so we're back to this. Part of me is like, should I leave the hearts just laying on the ground? We are making cash doing this. Okay. The jumping spin just continues to be like hard to get it to like fire off, but like really good. We are hurting now. Hey, level up. That's a full heal, baby. More attack. No. More health, which I'm a little surprised by. Boy, that does serious damage very quickly. No! That might have been game. Hey! No! Hey! Captain Nababa, down again. What an amazing fight. Super Mario is an artist. Can he be stopped? Oh, wave 11. I mean, yeah, are we now just going infinitely, or like what's the deal here? I feel like I'm getting more health from these hooks than I'm losing, so... Alright, we're stun locked, so... Yeah. Well, you were defeated by the pirate leader. Why? But you're super strong. I mean, you don't look like it. Your skinny arms and your teenager look. Sorry, I didn't mean to offend you, Mr. Super Mario. Please don't hurt me. Take this as an apology. Got Captain Obama. Got 20 out of 61 cards. Worth it. Maybe. My colleague took off running when the great disaster started. I think I might do the same. Honestly, the Emperor can fend for himself, I'm sure. Challenge this kind of cards. Ready for a game of cards? Yes. Not me getting completely derailed from what I should be doing. Alright, so we can get 2 from this, which will let us use this. So we'll start off with this one. Gosh, this guy starts off with 40 health. That's twice as much as me. Huh. Those do nothing, though, which is interesting. Honestly, I want him to keep those there because it limits his potential. Does he just have like a really shit hand full of those? Alright. We can't get up the juice to do this, but what is this? Alright, well. 10, holy cow. Take it. Huh. I'm a little surprised that Velvet's card is so ordinary. 3, 8, no special thing. I don't know, just surprising. I'm gonna put this guy down just because I want the juice. Solid victory. I'll have my revenge. Here, you deserve this card. Green task force. I don't want it. I'm just looking for people that I can play cards with. Alright, none of you want to play cards. Fair enough. Oh, do we think that the Walk-Donald's guy does? Oh, it's closed. Hey, we got a start. Cool. We can play Dalkin. Alright, well, can't play his own card. Not gonna get there, but this. So take him out. There we go. Excellent. Doing honestly quite well here. And that'll take our dev art out of there, but like still pretty solid. Can't play you. Trash. Do that. Actually, no. Hold on. That. And then these two, is there really a point? Victory! Very lucky, you know. Here, deserve this card. For a fair. Cool. Octo. Okay, fair enough. Octo, fair enough. Interesting that that's not locked, but like the door doesn't animate. Have we been here since we got her? No, I don't think so. Oh. Collectible star or Manan? Collectible star. Alright, that's half the collectible stars. So, coming back here, worth it. Okay, so I think this might just mostly be for the sake of being able to redo this. Yeah, I think that exists purely just to let us redo that section. This will drop us down here. Alright, well, fair enough. Fun. Was that necessary? No, not at all. Did I enjoy that it existed? Yes. Any of you... Oh, you're the original people that we played cards against. Okay. Alright, so that was a huge, like, totally unnecessary diversion. But I had a good time. That's what matters. We did find, you know, interesting how this island, I feel like, is one of the most, like, different spots. In general, like, things, you know, sort of, you can almost look at them as a, you know, just popped into 3D. But in that one, it's like, no, this is a different layout. Oh yeah, this is quite different. You catch Pokemon? Hiya, I've never seen you around here. Give me some space, I'm training. I want to get as strong as Kuro, our village hero. Things are rather different since you last visited. Perhaps we have you to blame or thank for that. Regardless, you know quite well none of this really matters. Can this guy see through time? Ready for a game of cards? Yes. Another character with 40. Alright, so we can't play this, so we might as well start out strong with that. I don't know. 0-4 and juice. That card didn't load. I don't know what card that would be. It's really interesting seeing a card not load. So we'll go ahead and get Emperor Lothair on here. I want him... Yeah. I don't want this guy to have more juice than strictly necessary. Alright. Well, that's worrying. That I don't see any of these cards. I wonder if it's because I'm in the 3D mode. Okay. Gosh, that's unfortunate. Can't play this. Because 2 plus 1 plus 1 does not equal 6. So we'll go ahead and discard that. So we'll go ahead and discard this. Get this onto the board to start doing damage for us. A little bit cursed that we have this going on, but you know, it is what it is. Ooh. Okay. Can't play that. If I play her against this orb thing, she'll do some damage to it but be dead next turn. Whereas if I put this up there, that'll defend me for several turns while I try and find an archer to deal with it. Alright, that's unfortunate. Can't be choosers. that out of there. Potentially a bad call, but... Or do I want to... I'm actually going to... At the risk of this being... uh-oh. At the risk of this being, you know, a stupid decision, I'm actually going to let that... also go on the offensive, because now he has no choice but to try and deal with Dog Cannon. Ooh, what the 10 damage? Are you kidding me? Alright, so I need to do 7 damage this turn. Fine. All we gotta do is do that, and we won. Ooh. Close. Uncomfortably close. No! There, you deserve this card. We got Professor Jiro. Are you Professor Jiro? Hello, Lucas. You ever climb to the top of Mount Alpha? My grandpa says there used to be a guardian or something up the cave up there. I'd say it's behind the boulders blocking the way, but you can't go in there anymore, it sucks. Even here we sell weapons. Why must men fight on and on? Will there ever be a place without war? A place of eternal peace? And if I come in here and I find, like, some crappy weapons... Ooh, lucky necklace, wind sword, everything under the sundar, find all the chests. I mean, we can't afford... We can either afford this or the other two. Weird that it's only attack +2. Wear this item and you'll double the gold you pick up. And we have multiple of them? I'll go ahead and buy the wind sword just because I'm curious. You got the wind sword. Is that really a sword? Well, as long as it hits stuff. Make you come again. Alright, so... I'm super curious, like, if I buy this again, does it stack? Let's find a bush and slash it. You heard about Kuro, he's our village hero. He helped Sid, the great inventor and founder of our village, craft the very first flying machine. Then he up and vanished, just like that, without a trace. Some people say he was an alien who came here on an interdimensional spaceship. Sounds pretty crazy, huh? Crazy enough to play a card game? Yeah, she's only got 20 health, so, you know, I'll take it. The health. Yeah, I might as well just put that guy there as a defensive measure. Worth it. surprisingly normal car. Can't get enough to play this. That's not enough to get to you. Whoa. Oh, is that what the axe means? That damage carries through? Alright, so this is what we want. Left himself vulnerable, and that lets me kill her. Have my revenge. Here, you deserve this card. Inventor. Seems like kind of a meh card, to be honest. Shame you don't got a flying machine. I got a sweet course set up with an awesome prize if you win. And that all but confirms that we're gonna get a flying machine later. Left a capital move here. The fresh air and tranquility get up on the mountain feels so special. It's a pity most folk don't get that. Of course, if they did, everyone would flock to it and it wouldn't be so peaceful anymore. I think there ought to be something here, but to see. Hello there. Do you need room? Gasp. Hey, wait! You're Kuro! That's right, the one and only Kuro. That means the legends are true. You've come in search of the great invention Sid promised you? Is something the matter? Yeah, yikes, a demon. No problem, sir, none at all. How do I put this? Well, you see, turns out the great inventor Sid indeed created your flying machine. We kept it safe for you. In fact, we placed the machine atop Mount Alpha so no one could steal it, but it seems to have disappeared. I'm sorry, I don't know what. Something that happened. It was right there in the mountain, and then it inexplicably vanished into thin air. Yet, not a soul was seen entering the cavern. I'm truly sorry. It's a wonder anyone committed such an act of thievery, Super Mario. And I'm very sorry. Hey, I know this isn't much, but I can give you permission to explore the Magi ruins nearby. Within lies a great big chest that no one's been able to open. Seeing as you're the famous Kuro, however, it should be a piece of cake. Magi ruins, a mysterious chest. Count me in. Let's go there now. We love investigating chests. Why wasn't Fina part of that conversation? Can't say sorry enough. We were entrusted to hold on to that machine for you, Kuro. I just don't understand how it could have vanished like that. How can you possibly forgive us? Oh, we've got ourselves a bootstrap paradox, and this guy has vanished. Now we can open this chest that I'm pretty sure is the one that we saw in the foreground. Ah, another Ma'ana. 2 more and we'll be able to upgrade somebody. This chest is quite a find. Based on the inscriptions, it contains something very valuable. Could it be the fragment we've been searching for? We'll have to figure out how to open it first. Nature, this seems distinctive. I'm a bit worried it could send us somewhere perilous. What if we end up in the volcano or the bottom of the ocean? What do you say, Crow? Should we take the plunge? Yes. Whatever you say. I like the idea of, hey, you've got this thing that does a thing, but sometimes you walk up to it and you're like, this one's weird. Very far back. Where'd we end up this time? It looks rather unlike my time in any case. Whoa. Astounding. Find something, Velvet? It's a miracle. We are actually in the air of the Magi. Are you certain, Miss Velvet? Of course I'm certain. These stones are textbook Magi area, but look at them. They're like new, freshly cut, well maintained. We could meet actual Magi. Gosh, I can't get over this. How long I've dreamt of getting all my questions answered, and now it's a real possibility. What sort of questions do you have? There are so many. Where do I start? Where their knowledge derives from, what they believed in, and most of all, why they mysteriously vanished. Civilization produced so many marvels, and they were capable of time travel, no less. What could have happened? Guess we'll have to find out. I really hope there's no talk of great disaster here. Miss Fina's right. We had best explore this area for ourselves. Is it a dream? Old times, you have traveled the ancient times. You are clad in strange dress. Ah, there's a half-man among you. Then you must hail from Molecular Research Center. These people are all a little screwy, if you ask me. Half-man. Rude. Alright, so I think it does stack, because we just got 4 and 4. One of the prime locations of anomaly-centered research. We study its properties and then come up with amazing inventions. Medulists were designed using data taken from the anomaly. However, they are not yet operational. Perhaps one day we'll be free to roam the timescape, as it were. The anomaly goes back as far as our oldest records, but we've only spent the last few decades analyzing its makeup. The data must have been illuminating. Perhaps our research will be used to prevent the end of time. End of time, you say? End of time is looming, the great destruction that will engulf time itself. We need to find out how to prevent it, lest all of existence cease to exist. Anomaly, we invented a terrifying item. Judging from our experiments, it allows one to erase anything from the timeline, making it so it virtually never existed. We call it the Key of Time. Because of its potential for misuse, it's divided into 5 fragments. Each piece of the key is given to a separate island. We had one ourselves, and after much debate, we decided to send it into the anomaly, thereby ensuring no one could ever bring together all 5 fragments. Without doubt, the power within the Key of Time poses too much of a risk. Then again, perhaps the world will require such a power to withstand the great destruction. Were we wise to keep it out of reach? How about you try to reach this card game? Alright, so... do we want her? She's durable. Boy, she's gonna be overflowing with juice soon. Don't take that out of context. Alright, so... she's durable. Holden, 2025. So it takes 5 to summon that one. If we discard this and this, then we can... do I want to just go straight for her health, or do I want to get rid of her wizards? Let's get these wizards out of here, because I'm worried about what she'll do with that. I have not played Evoland 2. I did not anticipate it having Hearthstone in it. Yep, it sure does. It's got a lot of things in it. It is a surprising game. Alright, so we started this. We play... honestly, you know what? We're gonna do this. We're gonna go offensive. Because now she has to play defensive against me. That was a surprising choice. You've all but guaranteed your own loss. Always like the idea of the series conceptually going through the different generations of graphics. Yeah, the first game I feel like sort of had it was more clever of a like design, but the second game is like more of a like proper game. This is like a game I did in there, Metroidvania style, like going through the generations, but instead of just graphics, more from mechanics. Yeah, like the first game's more mechanically driven. This one's more just graphics. Though it does like really switch it up. Like we just did a Connect 4 thing, and we've done a flying level, we've done a fighting game boss, we've done a cannonball style chase sequence. Like this game's all over the place. Not to spoil anything. Let's discard you, because now we've got enough to put you in here, so you'll be able to take that guy out, and you know what, sure. You don't have to worry much about spoilers, as long as I really want to play something, otherwise by the time I get around to it I've forgotten. Yeah, that's fair. Alright, we have one, so we don't need to actually do anything here. Our dev art there will win the game for us. Bam! You're very lucky, you know. There, you deserve this card. We got Magi! Some of our colleagues say that time travel should be restricted, warned against potential repercussions, but we have highly secure protocols. Temporal modification could never happen. After all, we're only interested in collecting data, not in altering the fabric of time. That's not true for me, baby. I don't know what those guys at Molecular Research Center are up to, but apparently they're using our data to build some kind of huge machine. I sure hope they know what they're doing. Here at the center, we're examining the anomaly's physical properties. Its diameter has changed very little over the last few centuries. Nothing that goes in can come out again. At its horizon, space-time disturbances have been detected. The anomaly seems to swallow up time itself. Pretty amazing stuff, wouldn't you agree? Alright, there's a treasure chest here and I want it. I think it's just decorative. This has just been a lore room. Unless this is something. I think this is just lore. Fair enough. Hold. Alright, so 1 coin. 74. 1 coin. 96. I have no idea how the multiplication works now. Wish to know what the cannon is for? We call this the Large Hyperion Cannon. It's quite simple. We use the LHC to send various objects into the anomaly. Afterwards, we examine the temporal output at its horizon. Would you like to send something into the anomaly using the LHC? Since you are not a member of the Anomaly Research Center, you'll have to get authorization from the Archivist at the Great Library, which is where the Temporal Ethics Board is based. Oh, would you like to play cards? Alright, so... Wow, you're not gonna play anything? It's slightly worrying. Whoa. 8-7 and priority attack. Dang. Doesn't matter because we win. But 8-7 priority is pretty good. Very lucky, you know. There, you deserve this card. Well, you didn't play any cards the first turn. That's on you. Lovely view of the anomaly from here. Think someday the anomaly will engulf all of time? Ah, what a romantic thought. Would you like to set sail? Yes. Whoa, cool. I was not expecting to get overworld in this time period. Magilith Island. Welcome to Magilith Island. This island is artificially created with the help of oboe servos designed by the Molecular Research Center. We plan to install a new Magilith here before long. True, but they are not yet finalized. Soon enough, this spot will become a popular point of departure for temporal exploration. Okay. That's disappointing. I came all the way to see the Magilith, but it's not set up yet. Too many Game Boy games would have an overworld. Yeah, pretty uncommon. Construct, build, enlarge, destroy? No, not destroy. I don't entirely trust those robo-servos. What if someday an artificial intelligence takes over and sends the robots back in time to kill us all off? Not terribly likely, that. Instead of attempting to travel through time, they should be devoting their energy to saving it. When time is no more, we won't be traveling anywhere. Alright, so this is kind of just a cool moment. Trust that none of these characters want to play cards. Like to sail? Yes. Molecular Research Center. Alright. Smash the pots? I can. Get smashed, pots. Access to the Molecular Research Center is restricted to authorized personnel only. Oh, it's you! You're already back? It's fine, you can go through. In addition to our research on creating new life forms, our studies of time manipulation are proceeding well. If all goes according to plan, we should be able to prevent the Great Calamity. Are these plans contingent on these pots existing? Some of the greatest scientists are working on the Anomaly Research Center. It's quite a shame their research hasn't fully applied due to the library's overzealous Board of Ethics. Luckily, we don't have that same kind of restrictions. Ooh. That's never a good sign. This is probability of surviving the Great Calamity 1 in 3,720. That's not good. Be the new here as well. It's just accepted in the Molecular Research Center. It's amazing what they're doing here, wouldn't you agree? It's world-changing stuff. You're a newbie too? Would you happen to know what goes on in the sub-level by any chance? I don't have access to that area, but it sure seems incredible. Here's some of our most beautiful creations. These creatures can harness energy from nature and then store it biologically for us to siphon oil, all thanks to the miracle of molecular science. These creatures will have near limitless amount of energy at our disposal, likely a sufficient amount to sustain our major project. Alright, what are we looking at? To be honest, I don't really recognize these as specific, references. The hybrids are wonderful, aren't they? They'll certainly make good servants. These, though, those are clearly the demons from Demonia. Access to sub-level restricted to authorized staff. Access granted. Weird that that's non-destructible. But the better part of my life planning this project. With any luck, I'll see it put in motion within my lifetime. There's still so much to do. Those crucial junctures, you have to make tough decisions, G. We're counting on you to keep the project alive. Oh yeah, I forgot about being named G. So, you were chosen for the project, huh? It's a big responsibility. Keep your chin up. G short for Jiro? It takes another several years to complete the project. Apparently, the Molecular Research Center has dealt with our energy supply problem. We have to finish things up ourselves. Time is of the essence. The Great Calamity draws near. Do you realize what this machine could do? Should we successfully complete it, we'll achieve nothing short of immortality. To think that if we hadn't managed to remove the Stone of Time from the anomaly, all of this would have been inconceivable. grass in here. Oh, yeah, this is literally the start of the game. Okay. Okay, cool. So we've been in there. We've seen that. Plot setup stuff with, hey, the Magi were making demon slaves and stuff. Ah, big fish. Tiny Tiki has gotten big, don't you think? At this rate, he'll be as big as one of these Dark Age continents, and he'll generate his own enough energy on his own. Who knows? Maybe he could even swallow the anomaly. Bosses that I'm just like not recognizing. I'm just stupid. Alright, so we've been here. We've talked to people. We've looked at stuff, but honestly, didn't do much there. Thus far, this jaunt into the past has been, narratively interesting, but not actually all that illuminating in terms of mechanics. Haven't hit a dungeon, that's what I'm saying. You have a dungeon? Magi Library? Hey Kuro, this is the library. I mean, this must be the library of the Magi, the one that's said to contain the entirety of Magi knowledge and understanding. Please, oh, please let me look around. Sure. Thank you. Ah, cool, we take control of her for this section. If you're looking for a particular book, talk to Professor Gaagle. He will point you in the right direction. He has an eidetic memory. How do they come up with these weird names? You are in the Great Magi Library. For the sake of other patrons, please refrain from talking. Also, chocolate and invisibility cloaks are strictly forbidden. Man, why is every librarian such a killjoy? Yeah, librarian friends. There's so much to know, so much to discover. Too much to learn in one lifetime. It saddens me deeply to know that each life invariably ends. To know I can never read all the books in existence or visit every land. At the same time, that might be why I consider each moment equally precious. It does make you think. Been written about the end of time. Most Magi strongly believe the event is nigh. As a result, pure research has advanced light years in a short time. Having to be a skeptic. If time should meet its end, it shall happen. I see no reason to believe it shouldn't carry on as it always has. Hopefully he's right about that. According to recent studies from the Anomaly Research Center, the anomaly exists in all times at once, but it remains to be confirmed. That is precisely why the Magilith project must be finalized, in spite of those who deem it too dangerous. I can confirm the Magiliths were completed. To make my dream a reality, I'd have to read about 2,000 books on various subjects. What's my dream, you ask? To work at the Molecular Research Center. It's far and away the best research team in the world. Have fun with all that reading. Big book on cooking with spices. That's on Room D, Shelf 7, Row 68. Top 50 theories on the anomaly. Room A, Shelf 18, use the ladder. 42. The end of time for dummies. Someone checked that out and never returned it. That must be the Professor Gaggle. Quite the memory he's got. On the Board of Temporal Ethics, our role is very simple. Establish guidelines and protocols for preventing accidents in time travel scenarios. We've prepared for all contingencies, that is, assuming everyone follows our recommendations. I just know someone's planning ahead. Good day, miss. How may I be of assistance? So it happens that I came into possession of a book some time ago. I'm afraid I don't understand all of it. Would you be willing to help me decipher it? A book, you say? May I see it? Yes, here it is. My word, it's stupendous. This is a full treatise on the science of cold to make some fascinating assertions. Might I make a copy? Sure. Thank you. Mr. Goggle, please. Yes, an archivist. What can I do for you? Quickly commit this work to memory, then make a full copy, please. Right away, sir. Not to worry, this should take but a moment. I'm all done, sir. Thank you, Mr. Goggle. That will be all. Thank you kindly for contributing to the Great Library. It will surely take a number of years, but we shall eventually decode these equations that will enable us to replicate conditions of extreme cold. We will, of course, have to be carefully monitoring the reactions. Wouldn't want to freeze the entire island by accident. Haha. At any rate, by way of thanks, you'll have my approval to use the Research Center's large Hyperion cannon. You'll find it is rather fun, but take care not to send any old thing into the anomaly. Alright, so cool. We've got permission to use the cannon, which unfortunately we went to first. What's on this side of the library? Oh, she's got animations for that. Cool. Documents come to us from the Dark Ages, and we hear the anomaly already existed then. And then, of course, the end of time theory originates from a distant period. That time period is known as the Great Destruction. Times change, yet some fears persist. You know that centuries ago, the sea level was much lower. Evidently, something called frozen continent melt, thus allowing sea level to rise several meters within short decades. Unfortunately, most of the records from that time period have been lost. It's intriguing to think there used to be a few large continents rather than several islands. That is known as the Dark Ages. Maybe someday I can travel back to the Dark Ages too. Alright. We'll tell you guys what. I think that's the end of this little library section. Looks like our time here's up. I still had so many things to find out. So what we're going to do is we're going to call it here for this YouTube video. YouTube! Thank you very much for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next episode tomorrow. Until then, bye!